Hello guys and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we'll proceed with the horoscopes for 2022. Before starting with the different ascendant and moon signs, I just want to mention that this is Vedic astrology, and Vedic astrology is different from Western astrology. If you want to know the exact points of your moon or ascendant, it is good to check your Vedic chart. You can do it on my website www.astrology-coaching.com, or you can write in Google Vedic chart and you can calculate it by yourself. And the other thing is that the horoscopes are based on the movement of the big changers. I call these planets Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu the big changers, because when they change their signs, they always change the energy and the events that are coming into your life. And of course, I want to mention that this is general information, and the most important thing in Vedic astrology is your natal chart and the planetary dashas. This is the planetary period that you are in your life, because the person's life is divided in different planetary period, and the planetary period, they determine what events will happen. So these are the most important thing, and then the transits, okay? Now the first thing is that 2022 appears to be a very interesting year. I think so, at least I think so, because Jupiter, Saturn and Rahu and Ketu, they are changing their signs. Saturn for a few months, but still it is changing its signs. So Jupiter, according to Vedic astrology, will go to Aquarius from 18th of November 2021 till 13th of April 2022. Then it will go in Pisces from April 2022 till April 2023. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is guru, Jupiter is wealth, Jupiter is luck, education, optimism, expansion, philosophy, everything that is related to traveling, like long distance traveling, for example, different cultures. This is Jupiter. The sign of Aquarius is related to out of the box thinking, new age, new technology, society, new ideas, science. This is Aquarius. And Pisces, this is the sign of real love, because Venus, the planet of love, is exalted in Pisces, the godlike love. Pisces is dreams, imaginations, traveling, long distance traveling, distance places, humanitarian fields. To the art is related, writing is related to Pisces. Pisces is very spiritual sign, very love-giving, caring about society, caring about animals, caring about the world. This is very good sign, and Jupiter is feeling very well, very happy in Pisces, because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So I think next year there will be a lot of love, which is a good thing. Of course, we have to see the whole chart. We cannot see just from one planet what will happen. But Jupiter in Pisces means that there will be more real love, more helping each other, more harmony in the world. Of course, now we have to discuss Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu will change their signs on 17th March 2022. Rahu will go in Aries, Ketu will go in Libra. And what is Rahu? Rahu is head without body, and Ketu is body without head. And Rahu is ambition, material desires, everything. Rahu wants to be the king, wants to eat everything and to be the best. In the sign of Aries, Aries is ego, competition. Aries is the baby of the zodiac sign. It is related to Mars. It is ruled by Mars, which is aggression, which is energy, which is passion. So Rahu in Aries can create some issues, can create some conflicts, even strikes, or even it can even create war or some kind of war events, fights, battles, because Uranus is there too in Aries according to Vedic astrology, and Rahu and Uranus can create some issues. So most probably there will be a lot of passion, but still this passion can bring aggression in the world. Of course, Ketu, which is spirituality, moksha, which is detachment from the material thing, will go in Libra, the sign of love, the sign of spouse, the sign of a relationship, of art, beauty. So here there will be battle between ego and love. And we will learn lessons related to ego and love. And the last big changer, the Saturn. Saturn will be mainly in Capricorn, but in the end of April, 29th of April till 15th of July 2022, it will go to Aquarius. Saturn feels very happy in Aquarius. It is in his own sign, so here it can start creating new type of society, because Aquarius is society, new age, new technology, and here Saturn can start the building of the new society. So these are the main movements of the big changers, and now we're going to proceed with the horoscopes. This is just the general information, and you should check the video for your ascendant and your moon sign, and you have to combine the result. But of course, I repeat again, the most important thing is your individual natal chart and the planetary period that you are in it. Okay, we're starting now. So now we are going to proceed with horoscope 2022 for all Earth, Moon, signs and ascendant: Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. For Taurus people, Rahu will be in your 12th house, Ketu will be in your 6th house. Basically, when Rahu is in your 12th house, this means that you need to travel, you need to isolate yourself. You have to be careful with your health, because Ketu in the 6th house can create some issues with your health, can bring some changes in your daily life. Maybe you will not need to communicate with other people. You need to stay alone, because Rahu Ketu 6th 12th house brings isolation, brings desire to bring some kind of desire not to be part of the society, to be away, to be isolated, to pay attention to spirituality, to pay attention to more meaningful things in your life. Saturn will be in your 9th house, the house of the father, religion, education. So here there can be some issues with education. You have to be more organized, more disciplined in order to fulfill your goals in education. And if you travel, you have to be more careful, because not careful, but you have to organize very well everything. And be careful with your father, because there can be some problems too. Of course, if you are disciplined, organized, Jupiter in your 10th house and in your 11th house will bring a lot of achievements in your career. So if you want to have some career success, this is the time, because Jupiter will pass through your 10th house and your 11th house. 10th house is the house of your career. You can become team leader, manager, CEO if you want, and if you work hard. And Jupiter in Pisces will be in your 11th house, the house of income, the house of goals, of dreams, of making your dreams come true, of your success, meeting successful people, professional circles. So here there can be a lot of success in your career, and a lot of success, there can be a lot of opportunities to have more incomes. This is for Taurus moon and ascendant. For Virgo moon and ascendant, Rahu will be in your 8th house, Ketu will be in your 2nd house. Rahu in the 8th house can bring a lot of changes, fast changes. You have to be careful how you drive if you have a car. You have to be careful about not to make any incidents, because here there can be some incidents. Be careful how you drive your car. You have to pay attention to your inner world, because 8th house is the house of your inner world, everything that is hidden, of your psychology. If you want to go to psychotherapy, this is the time. Ketu in your 2nd house can bring issues with the money, so you have to be careful, and issues with your family. Be careful. Saturn in the 5th house, there can be some more obligations related to your children. There can be some conflicts with your children, and you have to be careful in this sphere. But Jupiter will pass through your 6th and 7th house. 6th house is the house of your health, and 7th house is the house of your spouse, of your marriage. So I think you have good health, or you can start new diet that can bring a lot of new energy, optimism in your daily life, because 6th house is your daily life, and you can become a more healthy person. And when Jupiter is in Pisces, this can bring new partners or even marriage in your life, and you can meet the love of your life probably. Why not? Just be careful with this Rahu Ketu axis. 2nd, 8th house. 8th house is the house of scandals too. So if you are cheating, for example, of your wife or spouse, this can come on the surface, and there can be scandals related to sex here. So for Capricorn people, Rahu will be in your 4th house, the house of motherland, happiness. Ketu will be in your 10th house, the house of career. So here I'm pretty sure that Capricorn people can change their work, can change their job, and they even can buy some land or apartment or house, or they can go abroad. Saturn will be over your ascendant, so this is a time of duties, obligations, more responsibilities. So here you have to really be disciplined, organized in order to put the right construction of your life. So when Saturn is passing through the 1st house, it is always related to some kind of asceticism, isolation. Things can become slowly, there can be delay. And you have to be patient here. Saturn will give you lessons and will build a new life, a new circle of life. So here, pay attention to be more organized, and because you are building a new life. This is important. And Jupiter will be passing through your 2nd, 3rd house. So here you can start, for example, some kind of more spiritual practices, for example, yoga. This can bring more balance in your life, especially the second part of the year. And Jupiter in your 2nd house can expand your savings. So here I think you can have more savings, you can have more money. Just be careful, because Ketu is passing through your 10th house. This means that you will change your job, especially if you're in the planetary dasha of Ketu, for sure. If you're in the planetary period of Ketu, I'm pretty sure you're going to change your job. But here, yes, Rahu Ketu in the 1st 7 or 10th, 4th axis is always more challenging, and especially when Saturn is over your ascendant, you have to enjoy life, but be organized and disciplined and be patient. Everything will become a little bit slowly in your life in this period. Okay? So this is the horoscope for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Moon and Ascendant. You have to check your Moon and you have to check your Ascendant in order to get the right idea for the year. And of course, the natal chart is the most important thing, and the planetary dasha that you are in. Okay? Thank you for watching.